bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rolling to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a first down.
Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get A yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Once more, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on third. Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. On the ground with a tight end. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a... There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's Cohen now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields, and this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Fields. And Graham's got it over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Romeo Okwara able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Now in his 4th season with the Lions after 2 with the Giants, Romeo Okwara had a big year in 2020. 10 sacks. Remember this, he had 10 combined in his previous 4 seasons.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Khalif Raymond now. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down and goal. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Robert Quinn. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, Fields, throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The ball on the 8, still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Raymond now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Eddie Goldman able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2nd and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
In your face.
Now Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And Khalif Raymond was the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift.
Boy, shifts past him, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Swift.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because
that springs free. Montgomery loses it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Romeo Okwara picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Fields now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Santos with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
178 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, it's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The give, this is Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mark 38, Mark 38. Hey, Shell. Get off the field.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
180.
Army. Kill. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check. Crunch.
Hey, kill.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Hey, 20. Hey, 76.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
12.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. That is caught. It's Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 55 is mine, guys, 55. Let's go.
And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.